So I meant to go live in a few minutes and I ended up hitting the button a little sooner than I anticipated. And I'm not finished eating. So we're just going to hang here for a second. I have things to tell you. And it's insane because I've been needing to do this video for, I think, over a week. And I haven't been home. I've been ripping and running as usual. And nothing, I just haven't done it. So here me am. And again, I want to talk about these sewing machines that have just dropped. So I got a comment, I think it was from Annette or Jamila. Somebody asked me, like, hey, what's going on with Janome? Janome just dropped some machines. And I was like, Janome just dropped some machines. And I had no idea about it at all. That's the train. I'm at Disneyland because, it's me. I'm always at Disneyland. And again, I'm still eating. And I hate that I hit the button before I was really ready to go live. So are you guys going to be mad if I smack a little bit? That's so terrible. But I'm wasting some time. Hey, Judy, I'm wasting some time, and I needed to tell you guys this information. I need to hurry up and tell you, so here we are. While I'm snacking on onion rings that are actually quite delicious. They're brand new. They've got some kind of habanero red cheese pepper sauce on them, and I meant to finish them before I hit the button. Annette, was it? It wasn't you, Annette. It was Jamila, huh? Jamila asked me about those. Jamila's the one that asked me about those machines, I think. And now I know because I ended up going to what they call a tech party. God, I don't want to eat on camera. Oh, well. We are where we are. We're family. It's happening. I'm hungry. All right. People do mukbangs all the time. Not my thing, but okay. Let me tell you guys, I went to a tech party. And so I saw some ad or something about Moore's saying that he was doing a tech party. And I thought a tech party was going to be talking about the technology that's out here that's happening right now. And I'm like, all right, cool. That is not what it was. And my husband told me, he was like, I think a tech party is going to be trying to sell you sewing machines. And I was like, no, it's all about technology. This is going to be great because, I'm all things pop culture. I want to know what's happening. Is that light bothering you guys when my ears are not? Okay, Peggy, so you have the M7. Peggy, I have the M7. That light is just, it's happening. How can I, maybe if I position myself right here and not drop all the things. I am not prepared. All right, here we go. So I have a Janome M7 and I haven't done my review on it. I think I've had it for over a year, maybe 2 years. I don't think it's been 2 years. And I refuse to just do a review without really knowing what it is that I'm talking about. What's the point of opening up a Janome and being like, ooh, this is cool, yeah, whatever. I bought my machine with my money. What's up, Liz? Lissette's here. Hey, I bought my machine with my own money. Nobody gave it to me, and I run that sucker as hard as someone can. I am the perfect person to test a machine because of how much I sew, how fast I sew, how hard I sew. I love my M7. So I went to this tech party, and again, I didn't know what a tech party was. I thought it was just going to be talking about technology. No, it was a sales pitch. Duh, it's from a sewing machine store. And Moore's is a big store. And they're not quite Joann's. They're not Joann's level, but I want to say he's got 4 stores in the Southern California area. And so he's not what I would consider a mom and pop. He's still a small business, but he's not what I would consider a mom and pop. And so when he has his prices have yet to come in under anybody. He just hasn't. And when it comes to negotiating, he doesn't have to negotiate because there are people, it's kind of like, Joann's. You're not going to go in and negotiate your machine with Joann's. I mean, you get the point. You guys get what I'm saying. So it was absolutely a sales pitch. And that was disappointing because I really was looking forward to just talking and learning about the technology of the different machines and what's new and what's happening right now. All that to say, Janome was there. They had a Janome representative there who I love, and I did get a chance to see the new machines. They dropped an M6 and an M8. I have the machine that's right in the middle. It's the M7. I love my M7. I love it, love it, love it, love it. If I could afford and I had the space for an M17, if an M17 was just a drop in the bucket for me, I would have gotten the M17. I would not have kept it as my main embroidery machine. So the M17 has the embroidery function and the embroidery function and the sewing machine on it. The M17 has, I think, the largest embroidery hoop right now to date on a single needle machine, and it's a beautiful, beautiful machine. They just came out priced way too high. They are much more reasonable now. You can probably get an M17 for probably around $13,000 now. Still, I can't swing that with all the other. I can't. And it's a huge machine, and wherever you put it is where it needs to stay. So I did a review on the M17, even though I don't actually have the M17. I played with it, I saw it, I looked at it. I got a chance to see the M8 and the M6. The M6, I don't understand its purpose in life. I don't know who that customer is. Am I streaming for a bar? No, I'm definitely not streaming from a bar. I'm streaming from Disneyland. Turns out I don't even drink, but I love people who do. But I don't drink the liquor. I do eat the cheeseburgers though. Your girl will eat some things. But anyway, the M7 is my jam, but they are discontinuing the M7. The M7 has the largest throat space that you can get. It's super duper duper strong. It's a beautiful stitch. It's a really nice machine. I will be doing a review on it. They're discontinuing it though. So this is what you guys, if you guys are in the market, if you're even thinking about upgrading your machine, the M8 is it. That's it. That's where it's at. The cool thing about the M8 is that they did incorporate that free motion sensor. And that free motion sensor is something to see. It is amazing. It works extremely well. I actually don't free motion. I don't love it. I don't enjoy free motion quilting, but people do. And that free motion, that sensor on that M8 is the truth. It slows down, it speeds up. The technology has been probably perfected, I'd say. It's amazing. It works amazingly. And that actually comes with the M8. Now, the only other place you were able to get that was with the M17 Janome. Excuse me. There are companies that make an additional foot that you can put on some machines that will allow you to free motion, but they're cool and they work. But the M8 actually comes with that foot, and that's what makes the M8 so special. Again, the M7 is being discontinued, and again, I don't understand the purpose of an M6. I was like, why? The price difference is not even enough. I want to say an M6 starts off MSRP, I don't know, I think they're listed for like $5,400, and then the M8 is, I think $7,000, something around there. The M8, if you're looking for a machine and you trust me, and machines that I run them. I run a machine hard, and I love my M7. I'm going to tell you guys more about it. I love the features that it has on it. The only difference between the M7 and the M8 is now you will have that free motion foot, that feature, and there's a thumb wheel that's right at the crank wheel that's right next to the needle, so you don't have to reach over here, because again, my machine, that M7, is big, and so reaching over here, I do it, but it is way over yonder, and so it's nice to have that thumb wheel where you can raise and lower your needle right there by the needle. And then, of course, they have the little knobs there. And again, I'm going to show you guys all this. I just had to tell you guys because I had gone to this tech party like a week or so ago. It was ridiculous. And I was like, gosh, I have to tell you guys. And then I just didn't get around to it. So I got a chance to see that. And again, if you guys ever go to a tech party and you guys want to buy from him, cool, that's awesome. But if you are in need to save some money and you can wait a second, go on ahead and shop around, because there's a machine that I've got my eye on right now, and on sale his machine comes in $3,000 more then what I just called another store and was like, hey, you know, would you guys have this machine? And they do. I'm looking at a 10 needle, and he's super, like, super, oh, super, super, super. He always comes in a little higher. I know that sounds expensive, but you know what? Machines now, when they're coming in at 20,000, I'm kind of like, well, you know, a $13,000 machine doesn't sound so bad. I know to some people it does. But remember, these are just the sticker prices. When you go in to buy a sewing machine, it's just like a car. Do not pay that sticker price. There is some wiggle room. They can do some things. And if you're not getting the price that you want, if you have a price in your mind, you're not getting it, call another store. Call another store. Call another store from that store. It's a thing. It's not the most comfortable thing to do, but I want to encourage you not to just take the price. Like, no, you don't have to do that. I know, sticker shock. I get it. Listen, I get it. Because when I looked at that M17, I never thought it was going to be 23,000. I was like, what? No, couldn't be. Get a long arm for that. But it's a beautiful machine. I think Janomes are beautiful machines. There are, I think to Baby Lock, there were a couple other machines, and I don't have the paper here with me, but I just had to tell you guys. And I'm also killing time. I'm waiting on fireworks. So, what else is happening? I'm getting ready to go to Missouri. So, I'll be in Missouri very, very soon. Brother from Costco. Well, you remember my first machine? It was a cutie patootie. I only paid a couple $100 for it, and that sucker was lovely. It's still fine now. I travel with it from time to time. I'm going to Missouri. I will be hanging out in Hamilton. I'll also be going to Quilts is My Therapy to go see Angela Walters. I mean, she doesn't know I'm coming. Not that she would care if she did know. But that's coming up very, very soon, so stay tuned. I'm sure I will be live in Hamilton, probably more than you guys would care for me to be live, but I'll show you guys the stores and show you what Quilting Disneyland looks like, because that's pretty much it. They are building stores right now. They just put up another store, which they're putting them up like overnight, guys. They're happening so fast. I think the one that I'm going to get to see is the Christmas one, but they've got one that they're working on now that's like a candy store kind of vibe, and it's just happening so quickly. Like the lady came out and said, she was like, hey, we're getting ready to do this Christmas store and it'll be open in a month. Like, whoa. I hate that I'm gonna miss the candy one because I'm kind of a candy girl. It still works good. Yeah, absolutely. I started off with that quantum stylus. I love my quantum stylus. It did great until it was like, okay, I want some more features. I want something to go faster. I want something that can sew through a ton of layers. And so that's when I got the HD9. HD9 is my very first love. I love it, love it, love it, love it, love it. I sing its praises. I loved it so much. I bought a second one in all black and named it Darth Vader. And I love it, love it, love it. I love that one too. That's my travel machine. And then after I had bought my first HD9, I ended up buying the Janome M7. And I love it to death. And if I cared about free motion quilting, I would go on ahead and get the M8, but I really don't. I don't. It's not enough for me to change it out. You love Angela Walters. I think I'm going to get a chance to meet her. At least that was the part. I think that's being arranged by this retreat that I'm going on. I'm going on a retreat in Missouri Star. Why am I going to that retreat instead of going to my guild retreat? Because Paula says, hey, quiltresses. Hi. I'm going to that one because I'm thinking about hosting my own retreat and I want to know what I want it to look like. And this person, Icy Stars Quilting Kristen, she knows how to have a good time. So I'm basically going to go see what she's got going on to see if I want to copy it, and take what I love from it. I am at Disney. I'm at the Hungry Bear in the back. Hanging out, wasting time before fireworks, but I haven't checked in with you guys. I haven't seen you guys in a while. I haven't gone live in a while. And I should be at home finishing that solid 3-yard quilt that I promised you guys on Friday. When is that going to get done? I have no idea. I don't know, because I'm never there. And I haven't sewn in like a week and a half, which is crazy. Me not sewing for a week and a half? That's insane. That bigger throat space? Yeah. And you wanted to try quilting your own quilts? Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. I get it. Excuse me, guys. Yeah, was the throat space on the M7 was what sold it for me. I was like, wow. And I don't do a lot of quilting. I do some quilting, and I like a larger throat space that makes it a lot more comfortable. Quilting is not comfortable for me. And free motion quilting, again, is not my jam, but I know it's a lot of people's jam, and they want to get better and they want to learn. And if it is your jam, I think an M8 is where it's at. Which coming soon fabric line that I'm looking forward to? Nobody has anything right now. I haven't been in a quilt store because nobody has anything coming that I'm excited about. Nobody. Not Ruby Star, not Tula, not Kaif. You know what? Libs has one. It's kind of interesting. Juicy Juice kind of has one that's kind of cool. Juicy Juice does have one that's cool. Gosh, what's that lady's name? There's one that's kind of interesting that I think it looks like a French general kind of vibe to it, but a little bit newer, and I can't think of her name, and I forget who she's with. And the only reason why I know about upcoming fabric lines is because I crashed a party. I crashed a free spirit, I crashed a rep party. So one of the stores, I knew the rep was coming, and I showed up the same day so that I could see the fabrics that were coming out. They let me. They're like, whatever, Mac. So that's the only reason why I know what's upcoming. But honestly, nothing is super turning me on right now, fabric-wise. The storybook line and hibernation from Tilda. Oh, Tilda, you know, you can never go wrong with Tilda. People love Tilda. Judy, that's those M7s, and they're not, the M7s probably aren't that old. Like if you got my M7, you'd be getting a very, very nice newer machine, and people will trade in their M7s. And do not buy that M6. If you get the M7, you buy an M7. You find an M7 before you buy that M6. I just don't know. What are we doing? Whose customer is that? Not when you can get. Nope. And I wasn't the only person who felt like that. I was like, is it just me? Everybody was like, no. Like, what are we doing? I don't know what this does. It's all about that M8. But yeah, people will absolutely, people are going to be trading in those M7s to get the M8. And because the price is not, the M7, the M8 is coming in so much cheaper than where the M7 started, which is interesting. I'm like, yeah, M8. You love your Juki? Yeah. People love their Jukis. What's my favorite restaurant to eat at Disneyland? All of them. I know that's terrible, but it depends on like what I'm in the mood for. Let me show you. So here I'm at Hungry Bear. I really wanted some onion rings. They have the best onion rings, fries, and like a solid burger. Always a good burger here. When I want fried chicken and green beans and mashed potatoes and a biscuit, which is so not me. I'm totally a burgers and fry kind of girl. The Plaza Inn has some of the best fried chicken I've ever tasted. And right now, it's the Halloween season, so they've dropped like Halloween themed foods and whatnot. Jolly Holiday always has a solid grilled cheese and a soup sandwich, which it's a tomato soup with it that just tastes like pizza sauce. It's so good. And then there's Cafe Orleans, which is cool. Is it Cafe Orleans? Yeah, that's cool too. It just depends what I'm in the mood for. Oh, but like my favorite thing to eat, there's a lobster roll at the Harbor Galley, and I eat that, more than anything else. I eat so many lobster rolls, guys. I'm good for going to Disneyland just to grab a lobster roll. And then I love a corn dog too. So it just kind of depends. It, who's with me? Who are we trying to feed? Do I want to sit down? Do I want a quick service? Yeah, the grilled cheese in that soup is just, oh my gosh, on a cold day. And they have a new sandwich right now. They have a beef bulgogi sandwich with a corn cheddar soup. And I'm going to get that later on tonight after fireworks. I just needed a quick snack, which are these onion rings that I'm killing right now, or that I killed, sort of. But yes, guys, that's my spiel on the tech party. The prices were... He's always coming in, and these are his sale prices. Sale prices always come in at more than everybody else in the area. Everybody. And now that I figured out that people can ship machines, my next machines might be coming from down south. So there's a guy who's Ken's, is it Ken? Not Ken's Creations. Ken's Creations is a YouTube channel. Ken's Sewing or something. I forget. But he's where I bought that black machine. And because I know people sell support with their machine, they're like, hey, we're going to teach you how to use we're going to teach you how to use this machine, and we're going to do all these things. And you know what? YouTube has taught me more about my machines than anybody in a class has. And if you need to learn, you can pay $150 to go take a class. And I would rather pay $150 than pay $4,000 more for a machine. And the difference between machines in down south and out here is astronomical. And so I'm in Los Angeles. Everything is more expensive. And you can buy a machine and have it shipped to you, a brand new machine in box. It's something to think about, guys. Somebody asked me something. What'd you guys ask me? Do I like the deep fried Monte Cristo? One of your faves? No, because I can't mix sweet and savory on my palate. So if you dust my food with powdered sugar, I get very upset. I do not like fruit in my salad. I do not want honey anything on my meat. So the Monte Cristo is not my jam. I would probably love it had they not, but I get it. A Monte Cristo has the powdered sugar on it. I get it. It's just not my thing. I never have allergies until I go live. The minute I go live, my nose starts running. Monte Cristo. Yeah, I learned way more about my machines on YouTube. Way more. People are doing all kinds of stuff. And if not, there are people who know their machines, but they might not necessarily be in your store. So sometimes you have to call around and ask people. And I found a lot of the sewing machine stores to be nice, and they'll tell me some things and try to help me out. So, yeah, but that is my spiel. Went to the tech party, saw the new machines. Am I going to visit Tula? I should send her a message and say, hey, I'm coming into town. I just want to let you know. So she could be like, who are you again? And why do I care? I might get a churro tonight, Lisette. Maybe. Maybe. We shall see. Other than that, nothing else is really going on. You guys picked the 3-yard quilt that you guys wanted me to do. So I'm like, okay, cool, we'll do that. I'm finishing the solids one that you guys asked for. That bag, you guys seem to really like that bag. That, whose bag was that? That Quilt Smart bag, that Mondo bag. You guys really seem to like that bag. A lot of people said that they had the pattern, but they couldn't figure it out. So there you go. I was supposed to have the ultimate travel bag and the, what was that other bag called? The duffel bag 2.0 done. I shouldn't say I haven't started them. They are started, but they're not going to be finished before I leave and go out of town. So much for that. And I need to figure out what project I'm going to work on at this retreat. Polly, you are not the only one. People seem to really enjoy me putting together some bags. Let me do some more. No, Lisette, you know what, Lisette, you're the second person to say that today. Lavielle sent me a message and was like, wait, you're not going to retreat? No, I'm not. I will be. So after I come back from Missouri, so this year, I don't know if you guys have noticed, but I've traveled a lot this year. I've done a lot this year. Every couple of months, I'm gone. Every other month, I'm out. I'm out somewhere. I'm flying somewhere. So when I come back from Missouri, I'll have a moment, and then I'm going to do quilt market, and I'm going to do quilts, the quilt show, whatever it is, quilt market and quilt something. I can't think of it. But I'll be in Houston. I know, Lisette. I know. Maybe I'll drive down one day and say hello to you guys but I just can't do all the things. I just can't. I see more people have come in. Does anybody else want to know? So basically, here's the gist. If you're just coming in right now, I went to what they call a tech party. Thought the tech party was going to be about technology. It wasn't. It was a sales pitch, basically. And they were showing the new machines that have just dropped. And Janome was a big feature. They were actually there, and they had the machines that everybody was talking about, because they dropped an M6 and an M8. And the cool thing about the M8 is that it now has free motion, and that's the one I suggest you buy. The M6, I don't even know why it exists. So there you go. I've seen a couple of people just drop by to say hello, so maybe I'll do that. I might just drive up, because there's a quilt store out there that I really need to showcase, that I haven't showcased, and I need to just continue my relationship with that store. So I might go out and see the store and do some networking, and then swing by and hang out with you guys a little bit, and then come on back. It's a lot. Listen, I'm doing a lot of traveling. A lot of things are kind of in the works behind the scenes too. I don't love to talk about that kind of stuff because I need it to come to fruition, but it's a lot. What's going on, Rebecca from Austin, Texas? I'll be in Texas in November. I'll be at the quilt show. Will you be there? I'll be there. Say hi to me. Say hey. Yeah, I do, listen. But I'm feeling so much better from Houston. What? I'll be in Houston. That's exactly where I'll be. Was I able to source my foam for the Tuffet? I did. I tried that foam that came from Amazon. I did not like it. Did not like that foam. I did not. It was a different foam. And the lady, I kind of stopped. I stopped with all that foam. I stopped. And I hate that I did that, because the foam because I've done 4. I didn't show you guys the second 2 Tuffets, but there are 4 Tuffets that are done. And I went ahead and did the videos and stuff are shot. I just haven't dropped them yet. I'm just kind of sitting on content. But that foam that comes with that super expensive kit is the one that kit is worth every penny, guys. And I think if I were doing it again, I would just make the ones where it's like a shower cap for your Tuffet, so that you can take it off and put it back on, because it's such an investment in the actual furniture portion of it. But that foam is everything about what I got sent within that kit is better than what I made using the Amazon stuff. I think I could find the foam if I really went for it, but I haven't. I didn't. But I've seen a couple of foam stores downtown Los Angeles, and I probably could get some decent foam there. What time is it? Is it time for fireworks? I'm gonna be so mad if I miss fireworks. No, it's not yet. Rebecca, don't think about it yet. You've got some time. I'm in Disneyland. I'm in Hungry Bear, in the corner, hiding from everybody, waiting on fireworks. Isn't that crazy? I had to talk to you guys. It's been too long, and I had to tell you guys, M8 is where it's at. I will do a full review on my M7, and then at the end of that, tell you guys to get the M8. But I haven't done it yet. I think I'm going to do it from the Grant House Sewing Center, so you guys can really see some of the other machines that they have to offer too, so that I can be sitting there with a bunch of different machines. I really like Grant House Sewing Center. I think we might have some stuff coming up in the works too. I don't remember the last time you were in Disneyland. What? Blasphemy. I try to be here once a week. Rebecca, yes. An HD9 is a beautiful machine. If you can only have one machine though, the M7 or an M8 is the way to go. An HD9 is beautiful for bag making. It's beautiful for for straight line stitching, for just for quilting. Um, it's just amazing. Yep, I do. I do have a season pass, and I use it a lot. But an H9 is a beautiful machine. But if you can only buy one machine, I find that I just need to do too many other things. You have the M17. Oh, well, what are we even talking about? What are we even talking about right now? No, you've got an M17. You're good. You're all right. And if it can get under the M7, what's the point of it? What makes you want an H9? You just want to go a little bit faster? Because the M17 goes really fast. Or you want it for bag making? An M17 can make a bag. Michelle, what's going on? What's up with your M17? So many people on here with M17s. The jealousness. Oh. Can you guys see that I'm turning green with envy? Yeah. You can make a bag with that M17. Absolutely. I know you can. I mean, it's different. You know, an HG9 is different. It's different, but it's... wow. What a machine. I'm so jelly. So jelly. And my next machine that I'm getting ready to buy is not the machine that I thought I was going to buy. So much just changes. I have all these goals and things that I'm going to do. And, oh, I'm going to do this and that. And nothing ever goes that way. Michelle, I'm glad you have it. If I couldn't have it, I'm glad you could. Yeah, it does, Rebecca. There's no doubt about it. The HG9 is special. But you have an M17. And I'm jealous. You want my 2 HG9s for your M17? We can trade. We can't trade, actually. I really love my HG9, if I'm being honest. I mean, I really love it. Paula, no. I mean, I do have a long arm, and yes, it's just not computerized, and so we're not. I was going to buy a computerized one, but I've changed my mind. We're going to wait on that, and I'm going to get a 10 needle instead. I'll have to tell you guys all about that at some point too. At least that's what I think I'm going to do right now. I've got some ideas that I need to get out a little faster than have some stuff quilted. There's some stuff in my mind that I need to get out and I need to bring to fruition. And a long arm is amazing and it can make money and whatnot, but you know, there's only so many quilts you can run a day, and you need to. My business is not established yet, so we'll see. We will see. Michelle, what are you saying? It's worth having both, right? Yeah, you know, an HG9 and an M17, they do go together like a, you know, they do. I get it. Same thing. That's how I use my M7 and my HG9. I use my HG9 for piecing. I use it for, you know, if I'm going through straps, thick stuff, like nothing. But then when I want to embellish my quilt and when I want to quilt it, and I don't use my HG9 well, yes I do. Not all the time though. I don't always use it to quilt. I use the M7 for quilting. My retreat is next week, I think. It's next week. It's happening. I'll be in Missouri. Gotta go fold laundry. Why do you are always doing something responsible? Can you be irresponsible? You just don't have an irresponsible bone in your body. You're always doing something responsible. Always. You are the most responsible person I know. Says the person who is not doing any of the things that she's supposed to be doing for the business or the house. Actually, the house is clean right now. But I'm just sitting at Disneyland. Oh, when is mine? The one that I'm going to do? Oh, I don't know. I've got to see if I like the one that I go to, and then I've got to think about what I would want mine to be, and then I got to figure out where I would want to host it, like where. Because you guys are all over the place. Like, do I want to have it in Texas? Do I want to go have it in Florida? Do I want to have it in LA? It's not a good thing. I think it is a good thing. You do. You do need to hang out with me a little more, just a little bit. Like not a lot, but just a little bit. My goodness, just a touch, just to come to Disneyland. We can go to Disneyland. LA, Paula, you want me to have it in Los Angeles or Louisiana? You want me to have it? I mean, it makes sense for my first one to be in Los Angeles. This is where home base is. This is where a lot of my resources are. But you know what? Not necessarily. I have been all over the country and I've made a lot of different relationships and connections with people who have stores that do retreats. And so maybe Las Vegas. Maybe I'll go and see if the So Yeah Boys will let me take over the takeover. Or maybe we'll go up to, I think, are the girls in Michigan? Oh, what are their names? I can't even think of who they. I don't know. But there are places that will let you host, and then you can host in Missouri, which is what Kristen is doing. Kristen is hosting in Missouri. Maybe I like their accommodations. I don't know. We'll see. Ooh, Vegas. I know Vegas. The Vegas one sounds kind of fun. I don't know. We gotta see. We have to see. I'm glad to know that if I do one, you guys would come, though. That makes me very happy. Oh, Michelle, you're so funny. Oh, I forgot that. Yes, please hit the thumbs up, guys. Please, please, please. Hit the thumbs up. Let them know that you like this content, that you want to hang out with me. You guys, I just hit 15,000 subscribers on YouTube. It's insane. I am not usually... My girlfriend says you just move the goalpost entirely too much. You hit a goal and then you just breeze right past it. But I'm planning on celebrating 15,000. I just don't know how I'm going to do it. Actually, I know how I'm going to do it with you guys. And I know what I want to give you guys as far as a giveaway. But I guess I won't talk about that just yet. But yeah, 15,000 subscribers. That's big. It's big for me. The channel is moving so slow. It's growing so slowly, but it's growing, and I'm happy to have every single one of you guys. I'm thinking about doing a paid community. A lot of you guys have been super generous and just send me money on a regular basis, which is amazing because it keeps this channel going. But I'm thinking of doing something a little bit more formal, not super expensive. There's one that I pay for that's like $35. I'm like, why am I paying this man $35 to be his friend? But mine will be a little different. I think we are going to do a community where we have different topics that we can talk about, but I want us to be able to share. I get more emails every day. Every day I'm getting more and more emails from you guys saying, hey, I made this because of you and I want to show it to you, but there's no place for me to do that where I can really communicate with you, and I want to just build a community. I want us to all be friends, like all of us. I get a lot of emails about how people can't find their people and they don't know their community and that kind of stuff, and so I want to help foster that. And so it'll be a tiny, maybe $5, maybe $7, something around there. But I'm getting ready to build that, and hopefully we'll launch that before the end of the year. We'll see, but it's important that we have a place where we can share what we've got going on, and you guys have a little bit more access to me. Like this would be one that I'd probably do behind a paywall. I'd let you guys know what's going on, and then eventually I'd drop it on YouTube. You guys will probably see all the quilts that I'm making, the things that I'm working on before, and then I would drop it on YouTube. I am not leaving YouTube. I am not leaving you guys out. I know everybody can't afford an extra $5 or $7 a month. I get it. But I think I want us to be able to communicate on a different level. I want you guys to have more access to me, and people who pay to be someplace usually really want to be there, and so we'll keep out the trolls and things. So that's hopefully what's coming, guys. That's what's down the pipeline for the rest of this year. I think that's going to be a goal that we're going to throw in and try to tap. We're going to try to do that. I've just got to figure out which platform I want to host it on. I've been looking. I just haven't made up my mind just yet, but I can't wait for you guys to be able to talk to each other, for us to be able to love on quilts in a different way behind, I don't get a lot of trolls. I've been really blessed in that. Like, I do not. But every now and then somebody will say something a little slick, and I have to get rid of that. And I want a safe place for us to be able to talk about the things. Some things will be quilty related. Some things will be Disney related. Some things will just be our day-to-day, because I want to build a real community where we make real connections with people who are like-minded and like some of the same things and blah, blah, blah. So you guys let me know how much you guys are willing to spend. Can you guys do $5? Can you guys do $7? I'm not going more than that. I just don't believe and I'm not going to do that tiered crap, if you give me this much money, then you can have this much. And granted, hey, I pay for some of those. There are some Patreons where, but you guys know I'm not trying to do all that. We're trying to keep it simple. Let's just get in there, you know? Well, thank you. I'm so happy. Is it fireworks time? Okay, guys. It's time for me to start walking down so that I can camp out and figure out where I'm going to sit so that I can watch the Halloween. I can't believe it's Halloween here already. But the Halloween version. Michelle, you said you can swing 5? You got a strong 5? 5. Okay. And we'll have people, I'll get people to come on and talk to us about stuff. I don't know how quiltressy they'll be. I don't know. I don't know if I'll be able to get super quiltresses, but I got some people who know some things. And heck, it could be just us. You know, there's always somebody who specializes in something. So, aw, thanks, Paula. You're so sweet. You guys really take care of me. Strong 5. That's what I'm talking about, Michelle. Okay. All right. Cool. All right. Perfect. I just can't wait for people to be able to share like in one spot so we can see. And also I can see what I'm inspiring you guys to do, seeing what people really like. You guys really seem to be liking my bags lately. I don't know why. People always like my bags. If you go back and look at like one of my most watched videos, it's a bag. It's a bag. Annette, you said you can swing 5? Okay. All right. Well, it looks like we have our answer. And I need to hurry up and build it, right? So we can hang out together. So we can do more stuff. Tell me the kinds of things that you guys want to see. Tell me the kinds of threads you guys want me to do. I've got a list of some I've been thinking about. Okay, perfect. Okay, 5 sounds cool. The 3-yard quilts. Well, you know you're going to get some 3-yard quilts from me. You're going to get so many. You guys are going to be sick of me in 3-yard quilts. Probably not, though, because they're so much fun. And there's so much that we can do with them. I've got some ideas on some 3-yard quilts that I haven't even explored yet, guys. Can you believe it? But yeah. The next 3-yard quilt. So the one that I'm working on right now is interlocked or interwoven or whatever. And hopefully that'll be out on Friday. And then I'm going to start on jewels, which you guys have been asking for. Oh yeah, you want the more Bianny things, huh? I've got 2 coming, I swear. They're partially started. I just need to jump on it and finish those out. You haven't graduated to there yet. That's okay. We'll get there. We've got time. Okay. You love that Tim Holtz one? I struggle with that one. I struggle. I was like, is this ugly? I was like, I kept looking at it. I kept looking at it saying, did I make something ugly on accident? It's so smoky. It's so sultry. It's so different. You know, it's not a Tula pink. It's very different. It's different. I struggle with that color story. I just kind of stare at it, but it's cool though at the same time. It feels a little more masculine. I like it, but I struggle with it. It's not like my favorite 3-yard quilt that I've ever made, but Tim Holtz is still dope. It's hard to make his fabric look bad. I don't know, Rebecca. I thought I might have done it this time. I thought I might have said, You know what? We should do a thread just talking about the fabric that we bought and that we have. We should just do a thread just talking about fabric that we have that we bought. You know what? We're going to have a lot of fun in my community. We're just going to be talking about some random stuff. And I don't know if it's going to be on the Discord. I know a lot of people are familiar with Discord, but I don't know. We'll figure out where it's going to be. And we are going to hang out together. You guys are going to be so sick of me because that will be where you guys can get to me a lot faster. It'll be where I'm most active. I know my Instagram is poor. My YouTube is good. And people send me emails and I do try to respond, but it's a lot. But Tim Holtz is cool. He's cool. Disco Kitty. I got some Disco Kitty too. I just haven't figured out exactly what I want to do with it, but I got her. Yes, we should have a thread that's just dedicated to what did you buy at the So Yeah thread at the So Yeah sales. We should do it. We should totally do it. I like those guys a lot. I wish I got a chance to talk to them a little more than I do, but I'm probably going to be making a trip to Vegas once all that flooding, all that rain and that heat comes down. Once it gets what I consider normal, I'm going to make a trip out there and I'll be bringing you guys with me. All right, I better go get on Main Street so that I can see these fireworks that I have gone through a great deal of trouble to get here to be able to see. Let's see. Oh yeah, I've got a little bit. I've got a little bit of time. You guys always give me such great ideas. Heather Bailey fabric. Has anybody bought any fabric that they're just in love with recently? I haven't bought any fabric that I'm just in love with. You put yourself on a watching band. Who's the guy who sews? No, I don't know the guy who sews. How did I miss all this stuff? Addicted to Soya sales. Are you familiar with the guy who sews? Who's got a private group on Discord? Soya's breaking me. Spent way too much. Put myself on a no spend. Ooh, I feel like I'm on a no spend right now because I'm not spending. Like there's no fabric that I'm gonna need to do some holiday stuff. I never have like nice holiday fabric just in a stash. I'm always getting whatever it is. Rebecca, I'm over here just munching on onion rings. I know, so terrible. I hate to be eating on camera, but I did not do this properly at all. Robin Pickens, I actually see her from time to time, and I like that collection. I think it's really pretty. Seth After, I know Seth After. He's an artist, right? Like, didn't he start with paper crafting? Excuse me. With the sea creatures in it. That can be interesting. I gotta check out Fresh Fruit. I like Michael Miller. I like Michael Miller fabrics a lot. I actually am super annoyed that nobody in my area carries his solids because I want to do the couture cottons. That's really what I want to use more than anything. Oh, I've got some more stuff coming up before. Hopefully, well, yeah. I've got some more stuff coming up for you guys too. Interesting things are coming. Excuse me, guys. I'm telling you, I never have allergies until I get on the camera. And then it all comes happening. All right, guys, I'm getting off of here. I'm going to go watch fireworks. I will catch you guys on the next one. If you guys haven't done so already, please subscribe, please like, please comment. Storybook Seth After. I'm going to check it out. And I will catch you guys on the next one. Okay, bye-bye.